The craziest part about the entire Caitlin Clark situation wasn't even the elbow. It was the fact that somehow, in the middle of one of the most intense games of the season, nobody seemed to know what was actually happening anymore. Not the fans, not the players, and apparently not even Caitlin Clark herself, because one second it looked like normal hard basketball. The next second, people were talking about technical fouls, possible ejections, league fines, and whether the WNBA had completely lost control of the moment. And once the replay started spreading online, everything exploded. It started during a physical sequence that honestly looked harmless at first. Bodies flying around the paint, players fighting for rebounds, the kind of contact you see constantly in professional basketball. But then came the shove, then the elbow from Janelle Salaün, then Caitlin Clark reacting immediately, and suddenly the energy inside the arena changed completely. You could feel it. Fans started booing, players started chirping, officials looked unsure. And Clark? She looked irritated in a way people don't usually see from her publicly. That's when the game stopped feeling like a regular matchup and started feeling personal. What made the moment even bigger was the timing, because people already believe Clark has a target on her back every single night she steps on the court. Ever since she entered the league, every hard foul against her turns into a national debate within minutes. Some fans think veterans are trying to humble her. Others think the internet exaggerates everything because she's the biggest name in women's basketball. But this moment added even more fuel to that fire, and the replay made it worse. Slow-motion clips started flying across social media almost instantly. One angle showed the elbow clearly connecting. Another showed Clark trying to fight through contact before reacting. Then fans began freezing frames, zooming in, comparing reactions, arguing about intent, arguing about officiating, arguing about whether the league protects her enough or protects her too much. Within minutes, the game itself became secondary. The controversy became the story. But then came the twist nobody expected. After the game, Caitlin Clark revealed she didn't even know she had received a technical foul during the chaos. Think about that for a second. One of the biggest stars in the league was apparently one technical away from possible ejection and didn't know it. That immediately sent fans into another spiral. Because how does that happen? How does a player walk into halftime unaware she's sitting on a technical in a heated game already filled with tension? Fans immediately started questioning communication from officials. Analysts started debating whether referees handled the situation properly. And suddenly the attention shifted away from the elbow itself and toward the people controlling the game. Clark tried to laugh it off afterward. She joked about fines. She joked about technicals. But honestly, her comments only made the story bigger. Because in today's WNBA, players know criticizing officiating can cost money fast. Even indirect comments can become a problem. We've already seen players get hit with fines over public complaints about refs before. So the second Clark mentioned fines, fans immediately assumed punishment was coming. And that's where things got messy. Not because anybody thought the amount of money mattered. Nobody seriously believes a fine changes Caitlin Clark's life financially. That was never the point. The point was what the fine would represent, because league fines are about messaging. And fans immediately started asking what message the WNBA was trying to send. Was the league trying to calm tensions? Was it trying to protect officials? Was it trying to stop players from publicly questioning calls? Or was this another example of the league struggling to handle the insane spotlight surrounding Clark every single night? That question split the basketball world right down the middle. One side argued this was completely standard. Physical game, emotional reaction, technical foul, possible fine, end of story. They said Clark is experiencing what every superstar experiences eventually. Hard defense, frustration, emotional moments, pressure. But the other side wasn't buying that at all. They believe Clark gets treated differently. They believe defenders play more aggressively against her because of the attention she receives. And they believe officiating around her games becomes wildly inconsistent depending on the moment. And honestly, the numbers don't even matter anymore once public perception takes over. Because perception is everything in sports controversy. The second fans start believing a player is being targeted,